Hello, my amazing friends. This is your timeless weekly empowerment message. So, no matter when you're watching this, because it is timeless, the date doesn't really matter. And so, if you're new here, what we do, or what I do, is for your weekly empowerment message, is I pull 3 cards and then it's up to you in what order you want them. So I'm going to read them as I flip them over and I pull 3 cards. And so you will choose like 1, 2, 3, if that's the order you want, or you can switch it up and make it 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3. It's your choice, right? So that's why these are timeless. And then you can always come back to these and put them in a different order. So I am again using Colette Baron-Reid's Guides of the Hidden Realms. Loving this deck. Cannot tell you how much I love it. Like, I love it, love it, love it, love it. So in case you're new here, also, my name is Kimberly Jo Height. I am an empowerist and a holistic health practitioner. And I'm not really sure which direction my channel is going in, but for now, we're doing these Sunday timeless readings. So go ahead and grab your pen and paper, or you can just listen and take, remember what you want to remember. All right, so you choose what order. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and insert here. If you're loving this content, please share it, give me a heart, comment down below. What would you like to see or hear about? And of course, subscribe. Thank you. All right, let's dive right in for today. All right. So remember, of course, in case you're in here, and if you're not, but when I flip the cards over, they're either right side up, or if they're upside down, it's considered a reverse card. Does not mean it's a negative message. These are prescriptive. And so when I pull these, I'm looking at the present, what's the right next action, and then what is the possible result. So form your question is what do I need to do in my business? What do I need to do? So formulate your question properly. It's more of a do for this particular reading. If you want to do it a little bit differently, so this is new for those of you that have been watching these on Sundays. If you want to, what do I need to know in this moment? Then you could use the cards as past, present, and future, right? Okay, so let's dive right in. The first card we have today is sorry, I need my glasses, guys. It's number 13, Listening to the Ancestors. Isn't the artwork, Colette is just amazing. Her artwork. Could you imagine painting these and having them in your home? Okay, so number 13. For those of you who are new, also, I give you the number of the card in case you're into numerology and like numbers. All right, so the key concepts for this one is listening to the ancestors, is the past inherited patterns, both positive and traumatic, traditions, integrated wisdom versus your knowledge. So the message today is wisdom consists of knowledge plus experience. We learn from the traditions passed down to us while gaining our own wisdom through education and integrating our current experience. How we apply what we learn varies according to what we need and in which direction we evolve. Since traditions can't evolve along with us, some can feel restrictive while others offer timeless wisdom. In your current situation, reliable wisdom is important, so choose the tried and true method. The past offers you a treasure trove of answers. Leave experimenting for another time. You might also be recognizing a pattern or wound from the past coming to light. Do not fret. This is a beautiful invitation to see how far you've come. Isn't it amazing to see how far you've already set yourself free to write a new story? One that is now expanding all the possibilities. This is wisdom even your ancestors can benefit from. One of the other things I want to add here is, someone might need to hear this, but if you've had an experience in the past that you still carry with you today, I would recommend this. Do a ritual of forgiveness. And then the other piece of that would be to go back in time to that particular event and offer forgiveness, a great forgiveness ritual is Ho'oponopono. So if you're not familiar with that, I know there's a ton of YouTube videos on it. I have not done any at this time, but Ho'oponopono is great. And basically it's a mantra, and you can listen to meditations, but it's I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just saying that around that situation or that event is very healing. And again, this is just a tip, like a go research it, go look into it information. And the other thing too is that you can, if you're into the law of assumption or law of attraction, law of peace, all of those things, the other thing that you can do is go back to that event and change it, write a new story. So not sure who needed to hear that, but that's for you today. All right, card number 2 is in the reverse position. It is card number 18, the true source of power. So I'm going to show it to you right side up, but I'll give you the reverse message. Isn't that beautiful? The true source of power. Number 18. The key concepts are divine will, integrity, being aware of your impact on the world, power versus force, and then your self-will run amok. So when something, someone, or an experience is withheld from us, we don't always know how to take no for an answer. Anybody else like that? Been there, done that. We still do it because we're human, right? Ambition can take over and we push against the closed door harder and harder to no avail. So if you are trying to push through a door and that door is just not opening, stop. Just stop. It's okay. Set it down. Surrender, right? We think willpower alone can make the things arrive faster and in the exact form we wanted. It's seductive to think you can cajole and manipulate your way through the world. But in the end, even if you got what you wanted, you'd rarely be fulfilled. You might not have a full understanding of the consequences of having it all and the responsibilities it requires. So don't chase after what is unavailable. Find an open door instead. The universe has been trying to show you this is not the way. Life and love do not have to be so difficult. So if you're pushing for something, and again, this gets tricky if you're into law of attraction or law of assumption or manifesting and all the things, but we want what we want. And sometimes we get so in our head that we don't stop and connect that mind, body, and spirit, which I feel is so important, no matter which avenue you're using, and no matter how you're approaching life. You have to surrender the form. I got so many videos on that, surrendering the form. Who do I have to become to live the life I want to live, and have the experiences that I want to have? So if you find yourself pushing up against a door and it's not opening with ease, step back. You're going to exhaust yourself. And I'm going to go back to this first card, listening to the ancestors. There might be some patterns here that you're recognizing that you like to push those doors open. And I've been there. So don't feel like you're alone if you're just like beating your head against a brick wall or trying to force that door open because you want what you want. Maybe it's time to set it down, surrender the form, and just take a beat, take a breath. Ask yourself, what is it that I really want? What is it that if I can force this door open, what do I think it's going to give me? It's a great journaling question. All right, moving on to card number 3. Treasures in the Deep and Dark, number 4. This also came up in reverse. This one's so pretty. I love the blues. So I showed it to you upright, but it did come in reverse. So card number 3 is number 4. Treasures in the Deep and Dark. And just before I go on, the full moon, we just had it, right, you guys? So maybe it's time to just release whatever it is that you've been trying to force, just journal, release it, let it go. That's what the full moon is about, is letting go of old patterns and things that no longer serve you and things that you can let go of. All right. Back to card number 3. Treasures in the deep and dark. The key concepts are shadow. Oh, I didn't even read this card in here. I was talking about that. Shadow work, healing old wounds, experiencing relationships at a deeper level. So right now, no matter what your inquiry, it's time for a look in the mirror and a personal inventory. It was just basically what I just said. It's easy to be triggered right now and feel like you've gone back in time with a reopened wound. It's important to be aware and avoid defensiveness, judgment, or blame. That doesn't get you anywhere, you guys. Look at it with an open heart. You always have a part to play in this theater of life. Perhaps you're challenged because someone is projecting their unhappiness onto you. Perhaps you are the one projecting judgment outward into the world or refusing to accept the truth of a situation. Whichever position you hold, have a sense of humor and let it go. Everything will come back to a manageable right size, and soon you won't even remember what all the fuss was all about. Life's just messy some days, right? Sometimes we hit a speed bump, and it's how we respond to that speed bump, right? I'm going to go back to this card for just a moment. The true source of power, your true source of power is within you. So all 3 of these cards, and let me flip them all upright. It's all about looking at your patterns. What can you let go of? Stop trying to force a door open. Have less judgment and less blame. It's a really great reading, you guys. I'm going to say, because it's the full moon, it's a time of reflection. Write down all of the things that you're working on and what's not working. And can you surrender it? Can you let it go? Are you recognizing patterns of behavior or maybe even patterns of thought? Like, what are you thinking? Because whatever is being reflected back to you, I'm going to say is like, normally it's reflecting back to you because it's what you're focusing on. So you have to see a reflection of it in the mirror, right? And shadow work isn't always fun. It's not for the faint of heart. But what I can say is, doing that, when you come out on the other side, it's amazing. So maybe I need to do some videos on shadow work as well. There's a lot of great information out there. Thank goodness for YouTube, right? All right, you guys. So recap, card number 1, listening to the ancestors. Card number 2, which was in reverse, the true source of power. And then card number 3, treasures in the deep and dark. Please let me know if this message has resonated with you. And as always, only take what resonates with you. If it was one sentence or just, one thought, whatever it was, only take what resonates with you. And sometimes this isn't for everyone, right? So take what is yours and leave the rest. It's that simple. So that's it for you guys this week. Let go of those patterns, let go what's not working, just let it go. Every time I say that, just let it go, I think of Frozen, the movie. I don't have any girls, but my nieces made me watch that over and over. So anyway, just let it go, my friends, let it go. So until the next time, sending you lots of love, light, and really big hugs. And remember, shine brightly. Much love, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye.